Alright, since we just did part 2, it's time for part 3, right? Yeah, I can count. Okay, so we're starting off with a dot hack, which I guess should have gone in the D section alphabetically, not H, but that's where I put it. Anyway, I really love this game. I love this series, even though this is actually the only one I own, is the first one. But I thought it was really cool for someone like me who has never really engaged in online games, aside from, well, at that point, aside from Diablo 1 and Diablo 2. So it was really cool, you know, to have your fake virtual world, and I still haven't really played any MMORPGs. Any actual ones. I mean, I played some Phantasy Star Online, I guess. But I mean, I've never played WoW or whatnot. So this was pretty cool. The .hack GU series, I feel, did improve upon this method. It's pretty cool. But this is great too for what it is, and you know, I'm glad I bought it like on a whim one day. Ecko. One of those mythical, underrated, great games for the PS2, which there were actually a lot. This was a really good game for what it was, and you know, it came out later with Shadow of the Colossus, which is also great, and they're working on some sort of project now for the current gen consoles, and I can't remember what it's called, if it has a name even. This is pretty sweet. Different game mechanics than usual, constant escort type mission, which worked out decently enough, I guess, you know, less annoying than most. Indigo Prophecy, which is known as Fahrenheit elsewhere. Quantic Dream, or whoever, is working on Heavy Rain now. And so I'm looking forward to that, because this was a pretty cool game for what it was. I mean, it was pretty cool. It didn't exactly live up to the hype of, like, change the game depending on your actions type of thing, as much as, like, they had purported it would. But I mean, it was pretty cool. I mean, it was interesting. It was definitely a different type of game. However, the second half and things started to get weird, and I sort of didn't like it as much because it became sort of silly. I mean, like before then, it had been mostly grounded in a real gritty world, or a real type of place and story. But then it sort of became really silly in the second half, which I didn't really like. But you know, it was an interesting try. Intellivision Lives, $4.99 or $4.49 if you have the MVP. Yay! You know, I'm a game collector. I don't actually have an Intellivision as of yet, so this is pretty cool. Let's see here, over 60 titles, of course. You know, when they're this simple, you can fit like a million games on one disc. It was pretty fun. I mean, there's really nothing to say. If you like these types of games, or if you're just interested in seeing what games used to be, it's worth a purchase. I mean, it's $4, but what do you really want? And there's some really good games in here. Shark is a lot of fun, I have to say. And they have like a theme song for it, and it's really cute. In the Groove, which was a DDR rip-off type game. Rockstar and Red Octane, you know, that company who became all popular with all those guitar-style games, hey, used to be DDR-centric, you know. You go to redoctane.com now, and it's like a Guitar Hero store. And it was really horrifying to see that, because I'm a big DDR fan. I expected them to be, you know, selling Dance Mask forever. But anyway, this is a really good game. Really good DDR knockoff for what it is. It's amazing. These songs are great. It looks good. Everything about it is really spot on. You know, some people have, they will take out the DDR cabinets and they will just put this stuff in here, and then it's like an instant In the Groove cabinet. And In the Groove is superior in ways. It's more difficult. But, you know, my soft spot in my heart is just for dance games in general, so I can love both In the Groove and DDR. Hopefully. A used game. Jak and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy. You know, Jak and Daxter, anything is pretty good. I have nothing to show you with this. Unfortunately, I need to get some covers. Just print out some covers for that so it doesn't look so bad. It's in an Xbox case too. Hey, what's that? Jak and Daxter on Xbox 360. You heard it here first. Okay, Katamari Damacy, or Damacy, whatever you want to call it. This was one of those, you know, had no hype, and then all of a sudden, oh my god, this game is amazing, you have to buy it. Word of mouth type thing. And it's worth it, you know, it's pretty fun, and cute, and strange, and an interesting little world. Obviously it was popular enough because they made all those sequels and stuff, like My Katamari and, everything else that came out, I can't even remember. Because I think this is the only one I actually own. I don't own any other ones. I can't actually play this game for longer than like half an hour though, because I start to get a headache. And it's really unfortunate, because it's a fun game. Oh, another one of these. Kengo, Master of Bushido. I don't remember if this had something to do with the Bushido Blade or not, but it's really awful, and I hope it doesn't have anything to do with Bushido Blade, because that was a really great game set, and this is really bad. Don't buy it. Kingdom Hearts. I think this is also one of the first games I bought for my PS2. And, you know, I picked up some good stuff, I think. It's, you know, it's fine, it's good. I assume if you haven't played Kingdom Hearts, you at least know what it's about. It's, you know, you got your Disney characters and your Final Fantasy characters. And interacting in cool, interesting ways. More fun than it should be for a Disney game, but I guess it's because Square Enix was involved in. I think that was like right after they became Square Enix, you know, when they had been Squaresoft prior. Before that, Square and whatnot, and Enix separately. Kingdom Hearts 2. I played this when it came out and I beat it in 2 days, but then I finally bought it later when it became cheap because I used to rent games back then. This was really good. Obviously, if I could beat it in 2 days, I was interested in beating it. Very interested in hurrying through it. It's fun, and it was an improvement, I feel, upon the original Kingdom Hearts. More entertaining, and just cool. It flowed better. And coming back to play it now, I feel like the worlds are really, really closed, but at the time I felt like it was an expansive world. I guess times have changed, you know. Next gen consoles, or I guess current gen now, have proven that there's so much more that can be done with games. Mace, Griffin, Bounty Hunter. Yet another cool deal that is unopened. I think these were all from the same set of Black Friday sales, because they all have the same look on them, they all have the same thing. Well, whatever, I guess. I haven't played it, so I can't say anything about it. It just looks like your regular old FPS. Whoa, I can see myself. Manhunt. I was looking forward to this game so much because I was a little teenager freak loving horror movie watching crazy type. And you know what? This is really, really good. No. It was good for when I was like 15, but I don't know how good it actually is now, unfortunately. But you know, if you want to play that sort of game, more power to you, because I enjoyed it back in the day. Back in the day, like I'm so old. Marc, Ecko's getting up. Content under pressure. I forgot that's part of the name, actually. And it's $10. I don't think I actually paid that much for it, though. It's a pretty interesting game for, you know, being something from Marc Ecko, who does clothes and stuff. You know, interesting. I think that'd be fun if, like, Dior or Ralph Lauren did some sort of some sort of video game. But I doubt it'd be even near as good as this one was. Though, I mean, I'm not saying this is good. But it was interesting. It was sort of like a jet radio, jet grind radio, whatever you want to call it. Except without, you know, the skates. And it's more urban, as you can tell by this character here. I guess. It was cool for what it was, you know. Interesting. Atari seems to like fund a lot of interesting titles. Matrix Path of Neo, yet another one of those games I haven't played. I'm sorry. I heard this was good from a friend of mine, but I don't know anything about it, so yeah. But like, feel free to comment, like, if I should have played some of these games or something, because I don't know on my own. Max Payne 2, The Fall of Max Payne. I still need to get Max Payne 1. But in the meantime, this is pretty neat. You know, sort of modern day noir type storytelling going on. Of course, it's not actually black and white, but you know what I'm saying. It was pretty cool. And I remember they had bullet time, which was like the innovative thing. Which talking about like slowing down bullet speed stuff. I don't know how to explain, but you know. That I think that came with Max Payne 1. That's pretty cool. It's interesting, for sure. It's a worthy game experience. So, if you haven't played it. I guess Max Payne 1 would be better to play first, but this is all I have, so that's all I can recommend. Okay, I'm gonna end this video and get to the fourth part. Alright, we're getting somewhere.